Welcome to the Harnessing Your Divine Feminine show, hosted by Andrea Bagby. We believe that when you give a woman an opportunity, you give her the world. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to our videos.
Thank you for watching or listening to Harnessing Your Divine Feminine wherever you are in the world. You are meant to hear this today. We are a show focused on empowering women through entrepreneurship, elegance, and empowerment. Now, we have the most beautiful Dorothea Gates with us today. She is going to be telling us a little bit of her story, telling us about what she does as an entrepreneur, as a spiritual woman, and a little bit about her product. So, Dorothea, what is happening? What your long story? You have a long journey. Very long journey.
An extremely long journey.
Yes.
But I'm here and it's continuing. It's expanding.
Always.
Because life is a classroom.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's for a greater expansion. So we're here to keep learning and growing and experiencing.
Yes.
And so there's no right or wrong. And so that's my main question I get from people. What is that right? Is that wrong? Did I do it correctly? You came here for experiences.
Right, exactly. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Do it.
So, in my practice, I have a call-in show.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been doing the work that I'm doing for over 35 years.
Right.
You know,
I knew that. Yes,
Yeah.
I was like, she's been doing this in a minute.
Yeah, my son is now 32, and I started when he was 3 or 4.
Okay.
So, and my friends in Philadelphia put me in business because we used to sit around and just talk, and they would say, Dorothea, your conversations go a little bit further than the average conversations, and you seem to know a little bit more than just girl talk. Your talk goes into a lot of deeper elements in people's lives, and so we're just having girl talk, and then that's how it started, having girl talk. And my friend said, no, you don't have girl talk.
They called you out on it. Yeah.
You don't do girl talk. You do something a little bit more, because how did you know that her husband was seeing her best friend?
Wow.
How did you know that? It comes out in girl talk.
I love that. It comes out in girl talk. So, yeah, you're intuitive.
I am intuitive. I was deemed clairvoyant by 2 other clairvoyants, because my practice actually really started by me trying to find out my purpose in life.
Okay.
I was looking for me, why I was here, why did I come to the planet? Because everything that I was taught to do, I didn't like doing. You know, I was in the military for over 10 years. And there were aspects of that I enjoyed. And I was working in the corporate world, and there were aspects of that I enjoyed. And the aspects that I enjoyed was communicating, connecting, talking one-to-one with individuals, listening to their story, adding a little bit of my perspective to their story. I said, what kind of job is that?
Right.
I didn't know what that was.
You created your own. That's what we do.
That's what we do. Yes, I learned from the best.
I see your stuff on social media, and I love, my favorite, I think, thing that you say is, insight without change is meaningless.
And it's absolutely true.
Absolutely.
But you know, life is a classroom. So you're supposed to, okay, I hear it. You don't have to walk this journey.
Right.
You can walk the parallel journey.
It's choice.
You know, it's a fork in the road.
Right.
Left, right, straight. You can go any way you want.
It's all choice.
It's all choice.
All choice. If we want the cars and we want the love life and we want the money, right? The key is change.
And change of self.
Yes.
Working on self.
Yes.
Because that's where all the desires come forth from within.
They really do.
So you have to work within.
Yes.
I enjoy the work that I do. I enjoy meeting new people. And I always ask, if you're coming to me, are you able to handle truth?
I love that.
Because I'm not going to bullshit you.
No.
I'm going to give it straight to you. I used to work at this shop, and one of my colleagues used to say, "How do you have clients?"
Because you would tell them the truth.
She hears me through the wall. She said, "I can't imagine. How do you have clients?
Well,
why are you so busy?"
Yes.
Because I don't BS.
No.
And nobody wants to be BS.
No, they're paying you for truth and wisdom.
Truth and wisdom, and they want it straight, no chaser.
That's right.
No chaser.
Yeah.
So after talking with so many women and men, you get a sense of people. You get a sense of who they are.
Right.
And I do enjoy the journey of people and the diverse backgrounds. People tend to shy away when it comes to their sexual orientation.
Right.
And there's love has no boundaries.
No.
And love is love.
It is.
And so when they come to me with their love questions, they have some trepidation because it may be a same sex. Feel free. And I think that's what makes individuals so comfortable with me, because there is absolutely no judgment. I don't care if you made mistakes over and over and over. That's your right. This is a classroom. We're here to learn. Now let's get back on course.
That's right. Very good.
Let's get back on course. It's just no judgment.
No. I always say people tell their psychic the truth. If no one else, they're not going to tell their doctor the full truth, their therapist the full truth. We're going to get the truth.
We're always
going to get the truth. And that's what makes it so lovely.
What makes it so interesting, and the reason why people come to me, I tell them first.
Good.
So they will come and sit with me, and they don't have to utter a word.
Good.
I do all the talking.
Mm-hmm.
And so when you're calling into my blog talk show, you will hear individuals say, a general.
Right. Oh, goodness.
Yeah, a general. And what they're saying is, tell me what you see.
Yeah, they are. Yes.
Tell me what you hear.
Yes.
And sometimes it's wonderful and sometimes it's not. And I always say, on the blog talk show, not when you come to me, but on the blog talk show, because your time is so short.
Yes.
Give a question.
Yeah.
So you can get the detailed answers of what it is that you're looking for. But some people want to hear just what they want to hear. So I am an individual that's been on this path for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And I've talked to people from all over the world. And I have clients from all over the world. And I have women who want to find their truth, who want to find themselves, who want to understand who they are as people, men as well. But mainly, of course, this is a practice of high intuition.
Mm-hmm.
And who are the most intuitives on the planet?
Women. That's it. Exactly.
Many of them come just to get validation.
Yes.
You know that.
Of course.
Because we're high intuitive. So they're just coming to get validation on what it is.
Yes.
Straight without any chaser.
Yes.
And that's what I do.
Good. I love it that it's straight with no chaser.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. That's good marketing right there.
Straight with no chaser.
Straight with no chaser.
Sound like a country song.
Okay, so I've seen you. Now, I will say in the spiritual community, I hear your name a lot.
Oh, really?
People will tell me, they'll be like, well, Dorothea said that too. And I'm like, yes. You both know. She's like, I've seen Dorothea. I'm like, okay, I know who Dorothea is. Good.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Well, I'm going to tell you this. People, they like to hop.
Mm-hmm.
But when they find someone good, such as you, they don't turn around. They don't go back.
Yeah.
They stay with the core.
They stay with their trusted people.
Yeah, the people that they
And I'm
trust.
just so happy that if they trust you, they trust me. Mm-hmm. And I know I'm on the right path. Yeah, I'm like, if Dorothea saw it, good confirmation.
You have always been my confirmation.
Thank you. You too. So you've had a journey. You built this business and you found your zone, right? So block, which I think is so cool, Blog Talk Radio. And people call in, and when they call in and ask their questions, everyone can hear. That's a public question.
It's a public question.
Okay.
So the individuals, they call in and they have to give me their name. They give me their birthday and their question. And they have to, they're behind their anonymity, their devices. So you're free when you have this anonymity.
Mm-hmm.
So you can ask anything. You don't know who's listening. You know someone's listening, but you can't see them.
Right.
Right. But I do have individuals, of course, they give me different names because they know other people are listening.
Right. Their grandma's going to see them.
But the show is designed to, it's a gift. It's really my gift because it's a call-in show and you can get your answers for free.
That's right.
That's right. Every Monday, you can get a sample of who I am. And I've been doing that for 12 years.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I've been giving back on Blog Talk for 12 years.
So it's, I looked at the website. You have a really good website. I was like, it's a good website.
DorotheaOnline.com.
DorotheaOnline.com.
If you want, and that's 2 O's, DOROTHEA, online.com, one word. And if you really want to get to know all the nuts and bolts about me, it's right there on the show.
It is.
It's right there on my talk. It's right there on my social media.
So you record it and then you can listen to it later?
I do it live and it's automatically recorded.
Okay.
And you can always listen to all the episodes.
And I think it's cool that somebody may ask a question, but it may apply to me.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. I used to run a women's group and it always fell on the full moon. And I've done that for over 10 years. I'm not doing it presently. And whatever question or answers come up in the group, it's for everyone around the table.
Everyone. Yes, because we're all one.
We're all one.
We are all one. I totally believe that, especially doing women's retreats.
Mm-hmm.
The spiritually mature woman knows we're all one. Mm-hmm. There's no hierarchy in spirituality.
No.
Which leads me to, people ask me this a lot. Who are you getting your information from?
That's a very good question. Now, I receive my information from infinite love and wisdom. Now, someone may say God. Someone may say your angels, your guides. But it's like a download. Mm-hmm. But I'm going to tell you this. When you walk into the room, whoever your guides are, wherever your intuitive stance comes from, we link up.
We do.
And it's just a dance.
And it happened when you walked in the room.
You just walked in the room. So where most of my information may come from your hierarchy.
Yeah.
Divine wisdom downloading in you that you can't hear, I can hear. And then I speak on what I'm hearing. Mm-hmm. And because I say that a lot, I'm hearing it. And they say, well, how did you know? That's something I've always wanted to do. But I said, you brought me the information.
Right. Exactly. So your clients are bringing you the information
that they can't hear themselves.
Right. Because we all have that issue sometimes, right?
Yes,
right?
We all, including myself.
Yes.
I would have to go to a trusted advisor.
Yes.
So the information, I receive my information from my guides, higher spirit, infinite love and wisdom.
That's it.
People have a difficulty with the word God. Mm-hmm. They have, but use whatever name you choose.
Right. Mm-hmm. That's it. Source, whatever name you choose. That's who is psychics. Most psychics are going to get their information from that. Mm-hmm. That light that's coming through. So you see clients privately?
I see clients privately, mainly FaceTime and over the phone.
Okay.
After the virus, I'm not so much in person anymore.
Right.
You could do it FaceTime. Technology has blown up in such a way that we can be really close and we both can be in our living room.
Right. That's amazing. So you can see clients all over the country.
Mm-hmm.
That's amazing. That's really cool.
And it's still one-on-one.
Yep.
It's absolutely one-on-one.
Mm-hmm. So that's so cool. So they would book you through your website?
I'm still a little old fashioned. I have an assistant.
Okay.
And that you will call her.
Okay.
And she will give you the rundown on everything. I have a personal assistant.
Good. I love that. I love that. That's very, very good.
So, the website taking away the middleman.
Mm-hmm.
You can take away the middleman, but I love that one-on-one attention, and my clients feel so warm and at ease, and they tend to repeat over and over and over. 90% of my work is repeat clients.
Mm-hmm. Of course. You're a healer. You're a natural born healer.
Mm-hmm. It's just repeat.
That's it.
Once you come once, you keep coming.
You're coming back.
Mm-hmm.
And then I like the assistant concept because they kind of tell them how to be prepared for the reading and what to do.
They absolutely tell you how to be prepared, what to expect. Don't give you a little personal history, give you some anecdotes, it'll put you at ease. And one thing about an assistant, she takes you on a journey as well. Mm-hmm. And she holds your hand and she allows you to feel scared while she reassures you there's nothing to be afraid of.
That's right, because sometimes it's very vulnerable to sit with a psychic. Mm-hmm. It's very vulnerable.
And if you live in the Bible Belt, it's very vulnerable.
Right, it is. And I always say vulnerability is our greatest strength.
It's our greatest strength.
Yes.
It's our greatest strength. But if your upbringing deemed us as, something to avoid or something to run from, that could be playing in the back of your mind. So that's why I have a personal assistant and not just, book me through the website.
Right. That's good. That's good. So they can, if somebody feels like, well, what is this? Am I going against something?
Their beliefs, their personal beliefs, what their grandmama said, what their aunt said, what the minister said. Yes.
I know. And then honestly, it's a healing, right? When they're done with you, it feels like healing.
It feels like healing. They are on the path of healing, but it also feels like you're the family that I prayed for. Mm-hmm. I've been told that all the time, that you're the family that I wish I had.
Yes. Because we are all spiritual family. We are. Once we connect spiritually with someone, it's weird how connected you become.
You're very connected. Okay, so you're absolutely correct in that. Not only are you connected and you're one, you're trusted.
Yes.
You have this trusted belief about, I'm not alone.
Right.
Many of us want to make sure that we are not alone in our thoughts. We're in our own bodies and we're thinking our own thoughts and we're thinking we're just an anomaly, but we're not alone. Many people are thinking the same thoughts as you. That's why the Blog Talk Show, it's so great, because other people can hear, oh my God, they're going through that same thing. Some people don't even have to call in because they got the answers.
Right, exactly.
They don't have to get picked. They already got the answers, the caller before them.
And you have no idea how many people you're helping. Like, that just ripples out. That's amazing.
It does ripple out. Isn't that wonderful?
That is. Tell me about your cards. I love that. My favorite deck of yours is Insight Without Change is Meaningless.
And this is really interesting because this deck is based on my book, Insight Without Change is Meaningless. And I usually use this deck, and I tell individuals how to use it, that, in the morning, when you are wanting to hear a message, you're in meditation. This could be used as a form of meditation. This could be used as a form of, what is it do I need to know? Mm-hmm. This could be used in a form of how to shift. And it's a journal prompt.
Yes.
They're journal prompts. So you will go in and pull any card. Go ahead and pull a card.
I pulled one earlier, and it was the one about traffic. I was like, that's my ATL card.
So this card I pulled says, God has given me the power of health, happiness, love, and prosperity.
I love that. So it sets your day right.
It sets your day, and it's a journal prompt. This is something that you can journal on.
Yes. So I speak and think positively. I keep a high watch on my thoughts.
Exactly. Now that's most important because we go through 36,000 thoughts a minute, or probably more than that. And if we don't get into the habit of canceling, clear, and deleting negative thoughts, it's a runaway train.
My brain is the brain of an empath, right? Runaway train.
It's a runaway train of discord, dis-ease, and discomfort.
It is.
And then it brings in the pivotal door of the doubt, fear, and disbelief. You have to keep a high watch on your thoughts to rid those triplets. And I call fear, doubt, and disbelief the triplets that people are so comfortable with. That's the family that they're most hearing within themselves. That's the family that won't allow them to go out and become their greater self, because we have a huge fear of the unknown.
Yes.
And then when someone is trying to tell you your greatness, there's a disbelief.
Right.
You don't believe it.
But you don't.
Because you've been living in this world of other people's opinions.
Yes.
And we're not who our mother says we are. We're not who our father says we are. We're not who our siblings say we are. We're not who our father, we're not who our teachers, our neighbors, the grocer. We're not the people that they say we are.
No.
We are pure spirit. We're these spiritual beings. Yes. And we're having this human experience, which has become a phrase that is just a common phrase, but it's not a common phrase. We are beings. We're these spiritual beings.
We are.
And the flesh world is these human experiences that we can expand and grow upon.
We can, yes. That's it.
So that's why it's really important to have something to keep shifting your thoughts. And I created the Grandmother series, if you can grab those other yellow ones, Wisdom of Ancestral Grandmothers, because I see so many young women in the world, and they may not have the privilege of the wisdom that we had.
Right.
As growing up. And so I created this Grandmother series to put the wisdom in the world that may be lurking. You know, sometimes you want to know, am I doing the right thing and going to this party? Am I doing the right thing and selecting this job just for the paycheck alone?
Right.
Am I doing the right thing walking down the aisle with this person?
Right.
Any question that you can think of, you can pull a card from the Grandmother series and you'll get a wise woman telling you something. And these grandmothers are from diverse cultures from all over the world.
I love that.
Yeah,
yes.
Diverse. So you're going to get wisdom from any culture in this series, because we have wise women in every culture.
We were talking about earlier today about diversity. It's so important to have diversity.
And so this is, if you don't have it in your community, you have it at your fingertips.
Yes. So you can get perspectives from every culture.
And so this is, I have friends who may not be fond of this. This is the 21st century angel oracle card. This is not for the faint of hearts.
Nothing you do is for the faint of heart. Okay.
This is a direct, if you want direct messages in direct conversation form, you will pull these cards, because the 21st century angel deck is for the person who doesn't want to hear cotton candy, who doesn't want to hear flowery words, who wants to get straight to the point, and it could be down and dirty, but yes, that's your angel talking, and I'm talking because this is something you need to hear and wake up. And that's the 21st century angel cards. And then I have the angel cards here that and the individual who used to be in the living body, and they crossed over.
Okay.
And they're really mainly young people who crossed over from senseless violence, senseless deaths. And these are called It's So Hard to Say Goodbye to Everything.
That's a deep title. Like after I saw the title, I was like, she doesn't play.
And so these are angel cards of people who used to live here live on the planet, and they're telling you, let's make some different decisions.
Yes.
Let's make a different choice.
That's it.
Let's do something differently.
So if you think of it, if you miss someone, I miss my friend that passed, you can spread
Reach
it
in.
out, pull the card, and that's a message.
What would he or she say?
That's it.
What
That's
would
it.
he or she say?
Very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
I like that. It's like a coping tool.
They're all coping tools.
Mm-hmm.
And women, we sometimes lose our confidence when we're over 40.
Mm-hmm.
And so I have a deck. It's the pink one there.
Which
the pink one in the middle.
Oh, I saw these too.
What does it say?
I forget I'm over 40. Like,
You're
I'm like,
supposed to.
I'm like, that's not for me. Like,
you're supposed to forget.
Affirmations for women over the age of 40.
That brings back in your sense of confidence.
Mm-hmm.
Your sense of being a badass.
Yes.
Your sense of
You
knowing who you are and what it is it takes to get to point A to point B. And make no apologies.
Make no apologies. No. I mean,
Make no
apologies.
apologies. You're over 40. You don't have to make any apologies.
That's right. That's right. Yes. Yes.
And so those cards are affirmations that reinforce making no apologies.
And just celebrate that you made it this far, and you're going to
celebrate that you made it this far,
mm-hmm.
and you have you made decisions that got you here. And not only did you make decisions that got you here, there are more decisions to make to take you to the next level.
There are. So when you are feeling like, well, I should be farther in life. I hear that a lot. I should be farther in life than I am.
Oh yes, oh my God, these cards will definitely reaffirm
mm-hmm.
that you are right where you need to be.
Exactly. Yes.
At this present moment,
mm-hmm.
there's something for you to learn. And most times what we forget, the thing that we have to learn is going to that gratitude.
Yes.
Going into gratitude
yes.
shifts your day.
It really
I
does.
don't care if you had the most heinous disagreement. Mm-hmm. Go into gratitude. Shift that energy. Be grateful and thankful that you got that out of you. You're not going to have disease creeping in your body because you got all those words out that you needed to say.
Yes.
And it might not have been pretty. It might not have been easy, but you let it go.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to be that's something to be grateful for.
Oh, there's always
something to be grateful for. Always something to be grateful for. And those cards right there.
Powerful women affirmations. I love it.
And of diverse cultures.
Yes.
And you go in, and when you want to feel empowered, mm-hmm. when you want to feel different because your boss might not have made you feel wonderful or might have passed you over, mm-hmm. or if you want to start a business and you were fearful, mm-hmm. Or you want to get into a new relationship or get out of a relationship. These are powerful women affirmations to reinforce the power within you.
That's it.
Yeah.
So I love cards because it's a grounding. It puts things like a grounding.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Something to look at, physically hold and touch.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you can place them in your purse, mm-hmm. and you can, whenever you're having a moment, mm-hmm. look at them. Now, if you don't have Andrea and you don't have me, you can always reach for love, law, and insight and attraction. This gives you instant answers. Instant answers.
Yes.
On whatever it is that you're going through.
So it's like having you on call.
Exactly.
What it is.
Exactly. And Valentine's for lovers and situations are cards that remind us of diverse love. All types you might not sit up. Oh, look at you.
Spirit did.
You're magic. It's diverse love.
Yes.
All types of love in there. Older, mature, same sex. It's all about love.
Yes.
and romance.
That's it.
I'm big on romance. I wear my heart on my sleeve.
Me too. I do. Yeah.
We don't do enough romance in this world, and so that's why those cards. I birthed those cards for romance, for love,
for romance and love, and all types of love. Every family looks different.
Every family looks different. That's right. That's for all situations.
Okay, so where do we order these cards?
As of right now, DorotheaOnline.com.
Okay.
And that's DOROTHEA online.com. One word.
Very cool. You put a lot of your heart in these cards.
Oh, yes. Because I want people to have something when they can't get to me right away.
Yes. Or, I mean, I have cards on me all the time, and I'll be like, wait a minute, I gotta pull these cards. And my friends are gonna be like, oh Lord, she's pulling those cards. I'll be like, she's pulling those cards.
So if you're out to dinner with me and you're the waitress, the wait staff,
you'll be pulling cards.
The manager. We're going to see what type of day you're going to have. We're going to pull a card.
Yes. So when I study everything. And when you study business and marketing, one thing you hear is, you don't want to use the word change. That's a scary word for people.
Really?
And then I see you pop up on my screen. Insight without change is meaningless. And I'm like, she just goes for it. She's fierce. So I'm thinking, what word can we use besides change, right? But how can you, I've really had trouble. You just got to do it. You just got to change. You got to go for it.
You have to be able to be comfortable with shifting your thoughts, your ideas, and your perspective on life. Because the way we were all raised and the way that we have been cultivated, it's diverse shifting.
And it's not always comfortable.
Paradigms are not comfortable.
No, they're not.
Getting out of your comfort zone is not comfortable.
No.
It's really fun to sit on the couch and get your cozy slippers and your bro and have your snacks and watch your favorite show. That is awesome. It feels good. But when it's time to get to the level of your desires, you have to move away from that couch.
Yes.
And that's very awful because sometimes the paradigm will flash your favorite television show. Like, come back to the couch, come back.
Yep.
You'll get all these signals to come back and stay in your old comfort zone. But you have to have a will to want more. And you have to have the power to remove yourself from that old situation. And so that's what these tools are, to empower you.
Yes,
to get out of your comfort zone, aka your paradigm.
Right. Because you have the right to have all the abundance and all the happiness.
It's our birthright.
And the comfort and everything.
It's our birthright.
Yes.
It's your birthright to be successful. Even if you had people deem you not the ability to be successful. Even if you had individuals who said you can't do that. Right. That is absolutely BS. You can do anything you choose to do. And the tools are out there. We just got to get those voices out of our head.
They're like generational curses is really what they are.
Oh my goodness. You said the right word.
Yes.
Those generational curses. Those people who couldn't, so they deem that you can't.
Right.
Let it go. Cancel, clear, and delete.
Right. And you may not know the plan. You may not know the 10 steps in front of you, but ask Spirit for the first one.
Exactly.
I was always like, what's the first step?
Move.
Just move your body. Move
Just
something.
Move
yep,
something.
It'll come to you, right?
That's all.
And don't be afraid to ask for help from a healer, from a psychic.
Do not be afraid to ask. And do not be afraid of your own company.
Right. So many people are.
They don't like their own company. They don't like the quiet within themselves. They don't like it.
Yeah, they don't. No, they really don't. Yeah.
So take yourself on a walk in the park. Some downloading will take place. and some shedding of layers will take place. Shedding of discomfort will begin to take place. Now, it can crawl back on you, but it will start to shed once you get out in nature of some sort.
Yes, fresh air. Fresh air cures so many things.
Vitamin D cures
Right.
so
It
much.
really does. Yes. When I see people in these closed up homes, windows closed.
Oh my God, won't let fresh air in.
Just get the energy moving.
That's it. And sometimes people don't know how to get the energy moving. Do some jumping jacks. Just run. Just jump. Just move your dance.
That's it.
Just
do it.
do something to shift your ability to stay stuck in the situation that you're presently in.
Right, exactly. And then because my family's always been sick, so you're sick. Or the family was always broke, so you're going to be broke, or whatever all that is.
That is not our legacy to take on our family's history. I go to the doctor and they said, what diseases is your family have? I said, they didn't have anything. Nothing. So I checked all the marks. We didn't have any of that. Because that's not my legacy. And you're not going to judge me from that. That's not my legacy.
Yeah, it's not your legacy. And you've not aged a bit. I can tell you that. You're doing what I think with the legacy. I'm like, we don't age in this industry. Okay? Because you're like, I'm not owning it.
I'm not owning it.
Yeah, no. You get up every day and you live the life that I always teach people, self, family, community.
Exactly.
And I see you do that as a shining example. That's awesome. And I love it the way you just go for it with the cards. Insight without change is meaningless. Because I have people all the time, they want the information. But I mean, they're like, well, I'm different. I don't have to actually change. I'm different. That rule does not apply to me.
They want the information without changing.
Yes.
Because it's going to upset other people's apple carts.
Right. What will people think about me?
What will people think about me? What would my husband think about me? What would my boyfriend think about me? What would my girlfriend think about me? What my wife would think about me? How do I change without upsetting their world? And so that's why many people stay in these relationships for 20, 30 years, because they don't want to upset the other person's world.
Or they just stay mediocre. Just mediocre. And that's codependency.
In its truest sense.
Yes.
In its truest sense.
And the reality is, it might be awkward for like a week, but eventually you will be the inspiration.
I give a talk once a month on Sundays at CSL West Georgia. And the talk is always about being your best authentic self.
Yes.
And that you're not in this world alone.
Right.
There is a spirit that's within you, around you, working as you, with you. So you're never alone. The ideas, the thoughts that are coming through are coming in through the answers that you've been looking for.
Yes, they are. They really are.
What's the biggest thing that we don't do is trust.
Oh yeah, we got to know without a shadow of a doubt something's going to happen. It's like,
So what is the definition of faith?
Right.
If you have to know.
If you have to know. Exactly.
Trust has to come in.
Right. Because I always say, get up and do it. Give it your all. You don't know how anything's going to turn out, but you're going to give it your all. I tell people that. Give it your all.
And once you take action, the circle of events begin to move accordingly. But they have to move accordingly to your action, to your movement. And if you're not moving, nothing gets shifted. No serendipities are coming in.
Right, exactly.
It comes in because you've taken action.
You've taken action. You've reached out for help, sent the email, made the phone call, went to the session with Dorothea, everything.
I have authors. I have new brides. I have actors. I have doctors. I have psychologists. All these people became these things.
Yeah.
They became these careers.
Yes.
They got out of their old career. Dancers,
Mm-hmm.
business people who started their own business and are successful,
Mm-hmm.
women who became truck drivers. They became this
Yes.
because they came and they sought insight. This is something they were struggling with on their own, and they really came to get validation.
They did.
And if you have a struggle or a difficulty, you can always call me at 404-344-9258 or 513-544-7252. And I am right there to give you the guidance and the insight that you desire.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome. I know that everyone should rewind or pause that and write down those phone numbers because you'll be calling her. And then you work all year round, all over the world, and you're public speaking. So it's Center for Spiritual Living.
Yes.
In West Georgia.
Exactly.
Okay. Those are cool places.
Yes.
Those are really cool places.
I speak there once a month.
Mm-hmm. You speak other places, you're up for other places.
I speak a lot of different places, but that's my main gig once a month.
Okay.
So I speak in many different places.
So do you do just spiritual centers, or can you do?
I am a motivational speaker.
Okay. So
So these are not spiritual, just, those type of cards. These are motivational tools, and I speak where the motivation leads me.
Yes. And then they take it down their own spiritual journey.
Exactly.
Right. Exactly.
Because this is a life about getting your desires to be, to do, and to have the life that you want.
Regardless of your situation.
It doesn't matter.
Everybody can do what they need to do.
It doesn't matter what your present situation is.
Yep. You can get up and go.
Everyone can shift and change.
I know that you have done a lot of shifting and changing, and that's another show.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Like, I know that your journey in itself where's your book on that? I'm just saying, you could write a book just on your journey.
Just on my journey alone. But I do have a book that's out, and it's called Insight Without Changes Means. I didn't bring it. And these are the cards that correlate with it.
Okay. Thank you so much for sharing your gifts, your modalities with us today. What's your website one more time?
DorotheaOnline.com. And that's DOROTHEA online.com. One word.
Thank you so much. And thank you so much for supporting and listening to Harnessing Your Divine Feminine and 8 Robinsons TV. Thank you for tuning in today. Give a woman an opportunity today.
The Harnessing Your Divine Feminine show is produced by 8 Robinsons TV. Subscribe for only $30 per year for access to exclusive and archived content. Visit www.8ROBINSONS.tv. Thank you for watching.